Good morning, everyone. My name is Mohammad Syaffruddin Kuryanto. Today, I will present Building Unbreakable Athletes, Integrating Sports, Science, and Mental Wellness. This presentation explores a comprehensive approach to athlete development that bridges the gap between physical training and psychological well-being, creating resilient performers who thrive under pressure. Slide 2. The Rising Challenge in Modern Sports. Let's begin by examining the current challenges facing modern sports. We're witnessing a mental health crisis among athletes, with rising anxiety, depression, and burnout due to high-stakes performance pressure and constant scrutiny. Simultaneously, we see traditional gaps in our approach. Unprecedented physical demands from rigorous training and demanding competition schedules are leading to increased injury rates. Historically, there's been a focus on physical prowess while sidelining crucial mental well-being components in athlete development. The intensified nature of competitive sports creates a perfect storm of physical and psychological stressors. Athletes face unique challenges, including intense training schedules, public scrutiny, and pervasive expectations of mental toughness, often contributing to hesitation in seeking mental health resources. Slide 3. Breaking down the silos. This brings us to the fragmentation problem. Traditional separation of physical training from mental health support creates significant disconnects in athlete development. This dichotomy leads athletes to experience gaps between physical conditioning and psychological well-being, potentially hindering overall performance and resilience. Without cohesive integration, athletes may not receive comprehensive support needed to navigate complex competitive demands, leading to suboptimal development trajectories. Athletes often balance demanding training with social lives while navigating expectations of mental toughness, creating barriers to seeking help. Slide 4. The Sports Science Foundation. Now let's explore the Sports Science Foundation that supports peak athletic performance. Nutritional science involves optimal macronutrient and micronutrient intake to fuel training, support recovery, and improve body composition for peak performance. We also utilize analysis of human movement mechanics using motion capture and force plate technology to optimize technique and prevent injuries. Recovery strategies include comprehensive approaches such as sleep optimization, cryotherapy, massage, and therapeutic modalities to mitigate fatigue. For injury prevention, we employ wearable technology, monitoring physiological stress and movement patterns to minimize sports-related injury incidents and severity. Slide 5. Mental wellness interventions. Equally important are our mental wellness interventions. Mindfulness-based stress reduction focuses on cultivating present moment awareness and non-judgmental acceptance to reduce performance anxiety and enhance emotional regulation. Cognitive behavioral therapy involves identifying and reframing maladaptive thought patterns to foster healthier emotional responses and improve psychological resilience. Psychological skills. Training encompasses goal setting, imagery, self-talk, and arousal regulation techniques to improve focus and performance under pressure. These interventions help athletes develop effective coping strategies under high-pressure conditions, distinguishing successful athletes from their less successful counterparts while addressing the multifactorial nature of stress. Slide 6. The power of integration. When we integrate these approaches, we see remarkable results. A holistic support system creates a comprehensive framework addressing both physical and psychological demands simultaneously. This leads to enhanced resilience, a synergistic approach that builds capacity to withstand pressure, bounce back from setbacks, and maintain peak performance. Most importantly, this represents proactive prevention, moving beyond reactive treatment to proactively building athlete capacity to thrive under pressure. Integration reframes mental health support as performance help, normalizing treatment and encouraging athletes to seek support without stigma. This approach reduces vulnerability to mental health challenges by proactively addressing both physical and psychological well-being. Slide 7. Research methodology. Our findings are based on a systematic literature review with strict inclusion criteria.
We examined publications from 2015 to 2025, focusing on athletes at various levels who received physical and psychological interventions. We searched databases including Scopus, Web of Science, and Cinta using keywords sports science, mental wellness, athlete resilience, integration, and performance. Our outcomes measured performance, injury rates, and resilience factors. We followed rigorous screening processes, including title and abstract screening, full text relevance assessment.
Slide 8. Breakthrough results. The results are compelling. Analysis of 89 studies revealed significant benefits of integrated approaches across multiple domains compared to traditional isolated interventions. We found injury reduction, a significant decrease in injury rates with integrated approaches, with p-values less than 0.001. Performance stability showed improvement in performance consistency, with p-values less than 0.01. We observed career longevity, longer competitive careers with integrated programs, statistically significant at PE less than 0.05. Additionally, there was a significant reduction in anxiety and depression symptoms with p-values less than 0.001. Particularly noteworthy, athletes with preseason anxiety showed injury rates with a rate ratio of 2.3 compared to athletes without anxiety symptoms, demonstrating mental health as a critical safety factor. Slide 9. Implementation challenges and solutions. Of course, implementation presents challenges, but we have identified successful strategies. Cultural resistance from traditional tough it out mentalities conflicts with comprehensive wellness approaches. The solution is leadership commitment. Coaches and administrators must model integrated approaches. Resource limitations include shortages of interdisciplinary professionals and organizational structural barriers. We address this through embedded services, placing mental health professionals within athletic facilities. Fear of perceived weakness and impact on team selection remains a barrier. Education programs help by reducing stigma and increasing mental health literacy. Finally, interdisciplinary teams foster collaboration between sports scientists and psychologists. Slide 10. The future of athletic excellence. Looking toward the future, we need evidence-based integration. Robust research demonstrates integrated approaches significantly outperform traditional isolated interventions across all performance metrics. This requires a paradigm shift. Building unbreakable athletes requires addressing the complete person, not isolated physical or psychological components. We need longitudinal studies and economic analyses to demonstrate career-spanning effects and cost-effectiveness. The biopsychosocial model provides the theoretical foundation, while practical implementation requires organizational commitment, interdisciplinary collaboration, and culturally sensitive delivery methods. This represents a fundamental recognition that optimal athletic development must integrate sports science and mental wellness for sustainable excellence. In conclusion, we believe that by integrating cutting-edge sports science with comprehensive mental wellness strategies, we can empower athletes to achieve sustainable excellence and build a resilient future. Thank you for your attention.